What's up? Make sure you like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell up above for future uploads, and check out the links posted in the description down below to support the channel. Thank you. So here I have a tweet from Poppyfields Cafe. Of course, they have the blue and yellow flag in the bio, and as soon as I saw that and I saw this tweet, I said, mwah, chef's kiss. I'm going to have a look here and I'm going to collect some retweets, which I did. It took me 5 minutes, and you can see then, as soon as I see that flag, by the way, I already know that you've aligned yourself with one side, and that side goes for all of the same things that I am vehemently in opposition to. It's very funny, that, isn't it? And it's almost like every time people like me tell you that these things are going to have consequences to what you are supporting, it's almost like I've been proven right now for, what is it now, about 2 years I've been on this platform. It's very strange, that, isn't it? It's funny how some nobody can do that, but you, who supports the current thing, seem to be consistently getting it wrong and seem to be feeling the sting now. Now, I know that there's people out there, myself included, that's feeling the sting of what's going on, but it's going to take these people like this, that support the current thing, to feel this thing, for you then to be able to turn around and say to them, you got us into this mess because you wanted to support all of this. Now, we'll get into that now in a moment. So what's going on? I got this electricity bill today. How in the name of God? Of course, this person invokes the name of God when it suits them. If you ask them, I'm sure, publicly on Twitter if they believed in God, I'm sure you would get a different answer. Is this possible? We're a small coffee shop in Westmead. What was the total there? 9,836 and 92 cents for 73 days worth of electricity. I'm going to say something now that's probably not going to go down well with a lot of people. However, I'm sure you will understand. I am happy to see people like this that are supporting the current thing feel this thing like this. Because what is happening now, which is what I told you would happen, and indeed other people told you would happen, was your business was going to come under it after people got through the last couple of years. If your business wasn't already shut down, this is the ways and means that they're going to use to shut it down. Because they want the likes of your Tesco's, your Sainsbury's, your Aldi's, your Lidl's, they want them all operational. But they do not want the average local shop operational. Now, what had happened over the last couple of years, which was the local shop was refusing customers and potential customers over nonsense. So people like me said, I won't go into your shop ever again. You lost custom then, you gleefully laughed about that, and now you're starting to feel the consequences. You've only got yourself to blame here when it comes to this. Nearly 10 grand for this, that was absolutely unbelievable. I seen someone else that was out there that was talking about people going in and charging their devices. Again, I'm not saying to do that, I'm not supporting that, and I disavow anyone that decides to do that for that type of reason, but I am starting to see people out there that want to prank places like this, leftist places like this, by doing that. Again, I'm not supporting that. But here's what's going on here. You're seeing a retweet here. Consequences, actions, everything that we've been talking about. Georgia Street Arcade. So whilst you're struggling with your bill there in Westmead, here's what Georgia Street Arcade is doing. Dear Ukrainian business person, a unit for your business to start as gift. Not for any Irish people though, no? In Ireland, no? Okay. As with all startups and new to Ireland, at Arcade, no rent or cost and full support to staff. So that's kind of like you're encouraging people to come and do that because you're going to get a freebie. But the average normie that's out there, that's Irish, that their family's been here for centuries, nothing for them and nothing continuously for them. Very interesting that, isn't it? Welcome, you are so welcome. I mean, who tweeted this? That's my question. Like, this is someone that's, English isn't definitely not their first language. Welcome, you're so welcome. Gwen Leyden, landlord, inquiries at leydengroup.ie. I'm sure there'll be a number of people that will respectfully contact them and ask them if there's any help that they're going to get their way. Here's something else that Poppyfield Cafe retweeted. Ashley here says, I have lost over 50 followers since my anger tweets this AM. I had this. It was a great decision. Well, I'm liking what the decisions are going to be now in America going forward in some of the states. Some of the states are actually criminalising this, and I think that that is very good. I've been vocal about it, not sure why anyone is surprised about my feelings here. Of course, this has been publicly retweeted as well. This is the same cafe as well that is invoking the name of God. I'm not sure how you can if you're deciding to support this. That's being honest with you on that one. And then you see this. This is the creme de la creme when it comes to tweets that are nonsensical, that these people endorse and that they retweet and are wondering then why bills are going up and indeed why people aren't supporting them. By the way, just as an aside, the Poppy Fields Cafe, I'm sure, will be in the same circles of these people. These are all people, by the way, that are telling you to shop local, but then are worried about you pointing out the fact, the borders seem to be wide open here and nobody seems to be interested in that whatsoever. Things are getting that bad that builders are actually taking videos on building sites and posting them out being like, this is a joke because there's no Irish people going into this here, lads. So I think it's a weird world you live in when these people are like, shop local. Of course, it's all about them. It's narcissism, and indeed it's all the May Fainism, as my old boy would say, that you're seeing in this world today, rather than going, hang on here for a second, people would shop local if you looked after locals, and indeed then you weren't the same people that were endorsing everybody and anybody to come into the place. You know what I'm saying? Makes sense now. Then you see this. Andrea, of course, similar things in the profile as you can see here. So, one of today's anti-maskers left when I said I wouldn't serve her without a mask. Your company has now lost money and has lost a potential customer now forevermore. These are the same places, by the way, like Poppyfield Cafe, I'm sure, that probably put up the likes of the Perspex screens that cost, what did they cost you, lads? Between 5 to 10,000, did they? Is that what they cost you? Cost you a serious amount anyway, amongst other things that you were made pay for. Anyway, took a photo of the front of the pharmacy and rang my manager an hour or so later to complain about me. Just to put this into context, guys, it is the 30th of August 2022. This is from the 20th of December 2021. This isn't that long ago when this type of behaviour was normalised. And again, the current thing, you see what I mean? Little did she know that my manager has even less tolerance of BS than I do. That's great, you'll be out of a job soon enough like these people, because that's what's going to happen. People that have been discriminated against, again, you are the same people as well too that want to talk about discrimination and segregation, same people that were gleefully at it for the last 2 years. Of course as well too, you're the same people that are able to go against, one people, one religion. It's kind of weird how that figures out, doesn't it? And indeed as well too, when you're looking at people that would share the ideology of nationalism as well too, it's kind of weird how those three seem to be aligned, and you people that are all aligning with all those other lefty groups that are out there seem to align against that one. When you start to look at yourself like that, maybe you should start to understand that you're all for everybody else but you're not for one. That's not very tolerant or accepting of you whatsoever, is it? Anyway, going back to this, I think you're going to see way more of this. And when I see the tears like these being put out there like this, I don't feel any sympathy. That's just being honest with you. And I'm sure you don't feel any sympathy either when you see some of those retweets. Because in my opinion, whilst you are more than, in my view, able to have your own opinion, don't think that everybody else shares that same opinion. And when you are crying about bills like this, those people say, well, you wanted to invoke God here. It seemed like you didn't want to invoke God later on. Good luck to you. Anyway, I'm going to leave the video there. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell up above for future uploads, and check out the links posted in the description down below to support the channel. And I'll talk to you later. Good luck.